In this lesson, we're going to be discussing the planet Sun. The Sun is considered a planet in astrology. We're going to be using inserts taken from my book, The Christian Astrologer. The Sun is the most evident planet in our galaxy and the center of our solar system. It provides us with solar energy, and through the Earth's rotation, it appears to rotate or orbit around us, when in reality, we orbit around it. Its magnetic polarity and distance causes the seasons to change. In human anatomy, the Sun governs the heart, spine, upper back, and sides, the right eye of the male and left eye of the female. It gives us power to reproduce and destroys harmful bacteria that could eliminate humanity entirely. Its magnetic pull causes all trees and vegetation to grow. It even dictates the ability for human beings to reproduce and plays a large part in our general health. It has been recognized and even worshipped by many cultures in the past. The symbol of the Sun is a circle with a dot in the middle. The circle is a perfect form, Alpha and Omega. It has no beginning or end. The dot in the middle of the circle symbolizes the germ of humanity. The Sun gives us the ability to be individualistic souls. In astrology, its vibrations, rays, are considered vital to all living creatures on Earth. The Sun powers the entire solar system with light-giving light and energy. You can feel the Sun's life-giving rays touch your very soul whenever you are in its presence. And God said, "Let there be light," and the solar system was born. Its rays are among the most masculine. They are felt mainly by the masculine gender, where women are more motivated and attuned to Mother Moon. The Sun is considered by astrologers to be the father of the heavens and is a main influence to take into consideration when examining a natal chart. For someone's relationship with their Earth father, it also plays a big part in a woman's chart when it comes to choosing a spouse. Its rays instill a sense of pride and motivation within humanity. The reason the symbol of the lion was chosen for Leo and the Sun was because no creature on Earth exhibits more pride and protection toward their offspring. Its energy is determined by its placement in a natal chart, and any planets that are in non-favorable positions to the Sun will surely have problems expressing that particular planetary energy. The feeling of love and romance are products of the Sun. The feelings of love and romance are products of the Sun. They are strongly felt throughout the solar year and help motivate us. When it comes to personal willpower, a great deal depends on where the Sun is placed at the time of birth. Its rays provide us with power to create and have fun. To master the positive effects of solar rays, one must relinquish the self-ego and adapt the universal ego. Vanity and self-centered actions will cause breakdowns in its ability to keep us strong and healthy. Its individualistic characteristics may cause some of us to seem like oddballs or somewhat eccentric. People who have the sun well placed in their charts are normally generous and forgiving. In some charts, it may cause one to be overambitious or too physical. I love the old saying that even a blind man can tell when he's standing in the sun. Of all the positive planetary vibrations in our solar system, the only one that might be as sociable and expansive is Jupiter. The sun governs the conscious mind, so it is safe to say that the sun governs the conscious mind, so it is safe to say that whatever sign it is placed in at birth will be highly evident in a person's behavior and personality. Solar rays help us to be persevering, responsible, and conscientious. The sun's position in a natal chart would indicate where our soul nature and spiritual potentials reside. When we build monstrous concrete buildings and confine ourselves inside of them, we become less soulful, spiritual, and healthy. This automatically makes us more emotional, restless, and physically weaker. A perfect example of exhibiting the powers of the sun is exemplified in the life of Christ. Before Jesus was about to go into the world to fulfill his destiny, he sought the solar energy and power of the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. After fasting in that environment, Jesus was totally consumed by spiritual energy from the Father. Jesus became the light, the Son of God, manifested many truths contained within universal laws. When Moses was exiled from Egypt, he too was cast into the desert and became a power of illumination and force. In 1974, the sun underwent a very significant transformation. When the comet Kohoutek orbited the sun, it caused the energies of the planet to be rejuvenated. Scientists predicted that the comet Kohoutek was to circle our Earth. If this comet would have circled our Earth 1 million miles away, it would have covered 3/4 of our night sky. However, it did not do this. The scientists predicted. However, it did not do as scientists predicted. First, it circled the sun, and then miraculously diminished to the size of the constellation of Capricorn as it left our solar system. The sun's magnetic pull has become more intensified since Kohoutek, and Halley's Comet circled it shortly after that. Since these two comets circled our sun in 74 and 76. The cycles of Earth and nature have become more defined. In 1976, scientists told us that the sun had reached its peak after many millions of years. The significant event in 1974 happened on Christmas Eve at midnight, Bethlehem time. This time and date metaphysically suggests the second coming of the Messiah. It was predicted in Revelations and in the Bible that when Christ returned, a significant sign would fill the heavens. I believe this to be a time of judgment, change, and trial for all mankind. When all is balanced and the effects of the Aquarian Age are realized, then and only then will humanity come into his own, the age of man, as predicted in the Bible. The sun's day is Sunday, his metal is gold, and his number is 5. Key words of the sun: individualistic, beneficial, life-giving, hot, masculine, magnetic, positive, loving, generous, spiritual, soulful, physical, fixed, endless, vital, lordly, reproducing, willful, powerful, creative, fatherly, proud, bold, persuasive, forgiving, ambitious, responsible, social, famous, ego, husband, son, male, the conscious mind, heart, and spine. Now we're going to give a brief description of the sun at each sign, mainly using the key words. These inserts, again, as I said before, are taken from my book, The Christian Astrologer. The sun's active energy force is very evident in the sign of Aries. The sun is said to be exalted in Aries, providing energies to accomplish any task. This aspect can motivate people to be courageous, enterprising, positive, and eager to compete and to challenge. The sun is a fire planet, and Aries is a fire sign. This is a positive expansion aspect in a natal chart. The 3 fire signs usually go after what they want and often obtain it, especially if what they want is of a positive nature. Keywords describing the positive Aries: cardinal, fiery, changeable, atomic, enterprising, pioneering, scientific, original, aggressive, courageous, active, ambitious, ardent, industrious, generous, practical, constructive, engineering, competitive, positive, inspiring, adventurous, leadership, aspiring, defensive, fortunate, jovial, playful, masculine, willful, and hasty. The spiritual projection of this combination. You are a minister of leadership and positive new ideas. You must live like the faithful shepherd and rescue those who lose their way. The sun in Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. This aspect provides an earthly grounded and practical type of nature. When the soul exits Aries and enters Taurus, the nature of the atmosphere changes completely. Aries is extroverted and forceful. Taurus is introverted, passive, and peaceful. Taurus people normally have many friends because of their down-to-earth expression and easygoing attitude. Keywords describing the positive Taurus: fixed, feminine, financial, earthly, creative, conservative, artful, retaining, magnetic, musical, affectionate, decorative, dependable, persistent, sturdy, determined, stable, trustworthy, steady, enduring, composed, self-reliant, constructive, careful, peaceful, practical, patient, gentle, humorous, kindly, sympathetic, domestic, persevering, passionate, predictable, soothing, and logical. The spiritual projection of the Sun in Taurus. You are a minister of earthly creation and emotional stabilization. Use these gifts to comfort those who are disturbed and confused. Create beauty and peace through love, and you shall be beautiful inside and outside. The Sun in Gemini tends to make people mental, changeable, compassionate, talkative, and dual by nature. Of all the signs in the zodiac, Gemini is the most flexible and adaptable. The positive Gemini is always helpful to people. Others sense their naturally sympathetic attitude and will usually confide in them. Geminis desire knowledge and the freedom it brings more than anything. They are the natural diplomats of the zodiac, and they never stop thinking. They need to take extra time to think before talking and slow down their highly active nervous system. Keywords of the positive Gemini: airy, humane, flexible, double-bodied, literary, trusting, intellectual, masculine and feminine, positive and negative, extroverted, friendly, loyal, adaptable, persuasive, quick, and diplomatic. Geminis are the most flexible sign in the zodiac and can change at the drop of a hat. They can usually tell you anything you want to hear on both sides of any discussion. The spiritual projection. You are a minister of thought and diplomacy. Create peace and understanding. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall know peace. This concludes part 1 of the Sun and the Sun in each sign.